Let's start with a guy like Josh Hader. Jim, what do you think it would take for the Mets to land him?
Well, listen, first off, Hader's been available, at least rumored to be available last year and now this year. He's been one of the dominant closers in the game. Obviously left-handed, but he gets lefties and righties out. And so when you're looking at him at the back end of your bullpen, that would certainly for sure put Lugo in the starting rotation. And, you know, if you look at Hader in a mid-level prospect, just to try to even things out a little bit to help bulk up the minor league system there for the Mets, and taking one of either Davis or Jimenez, so it's a little bit of depth where the Mets have some depth, and you know, I think that Sandy has made it clear he doesn't want to dip into his minor league system at all, which makes sense. You know, Oswald's a guy that's been on the fringe anyway, so it gives the Brewers two potential major leaguers, but none that will really bother you that much. And Hader obviously makes that bullpen one of the probably the dominant bullpen in the National League.
Jim, I seem to recall the Mets trading big pieces for a relief pitcher a couple of years ago, and that one didn't work out so well for the team. I'm always hesitant. I'm half kidding, but I'm always hesitant to trade anything really of big value for a relief pitcher, even for a really good relief pitcher such as Hader.
I'm not so sure that that would be enough for the Brewers. And I love J.D. Davis. I love Andres Jimenez. But given what Hader has meant to that club, what he's been able to do. He's averaging over 15 Ks per 9 in his career, in his 4-year career with the Brewers. I feel like the Brewers could probably get a little bit more out of some other team.
All right, let me go with the Sonny Gray stuff. The rotation. The Reds just made a deal that I thought the Mets should have been in on, with Raisel Iglesias going to the Angels. So they've already shown that they need to save money. Gray isn't all that expensive. He's been on the block. I know that he wasn't good in New York the first time. We all know that. But therefore, the price isn't going to be nearly as high. And for me, yes, Jimenez had a solid season. The Reds don't have a shortstop. They're looking for young talent. Luckily for the Mets, they have a couple of other options. Obviously, they have Mauricio coming up, and Rosario could go back there. Drew Smith certainly is an inventory type of guy that would help at the back end of the Reds bullpen. Again, major league pieces for somebody like Sonny Gray. And this, for me, would help the rotation a lot. I think Sonny Gray learned a ton from the last time he was in New York. I think he'd be much better the second time around.
Yeah, Jim, I like the numbers in your deal here. I mean, especially when you're talking financially. I mean, Gray is making some pretty short money the next couple of years. I mean, $10 million each with team control through 2022 with, I think it's a $12 million option for 23. So financially and talent-wise, I mean, Gray has been one of the best pitchers in baseball in the past couple of years in Cincinnati. But I think you're downplaying that New York City angle just a little bit.